Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. Bear with me with the echo, with the lighting, trying to work it out over the next month. But we are up to day 4 with the Natasha Denona Lucky Palette Dip. Before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go see what palette we're working with today. As I said, it's a bit echoey in here. Trying to work out what I can do. I need to adjust the lights, getting used to being in a different space. But today, just picked up 2. What are we working with? The Zendo palette, which I will just go and grab. Okay, yeah, this lighting is definitely off. I need to fix the overhead lighting. I need to get the white balance right on all of this. And go from there. But as I said, please bear with me. It is a work in progress, getting used to the light in a different room. So the Zendo palette, 15 pan midi palette. This was quite controversial. A lot of people did not like it because we've got this really nice warm colour story, and then we've got this really cool tone green. I like it. I like it. I mean, is it my favourite? No, but I do like a warm and cool colour story. So, just trying to work out, we might start with this. Are we going to do a combination of both? We will see. We will start with that coolish tone mint green as our transition and go from there. Do I have any look planned out in my mind with this? Absolutely not. It's just winging it as we go. So I hope to, I think I'm going to need to finally buy a proper microphone. I do have one here, but I had some issues with it. But I think I might get a mounted microphone just to help with the sound for starters, hopefully, because I don't want to try and baffle the sound in this room. It's just not a cost-effective exercise. It is carpeted, so I am facing a window like I was in the other room. This is the room right next to it. I'm slightly, the window's more that way as opposed to being directly in front of me. I'm sort of at the end of the window here. I've got my lights set up there. I'm just, yeah, it is interesting. I will show you what it looks like when I have completed it at the moment. And it's not going to be fancy because, bearing in mind, it is my office space for my day job as well. So I've got this little fold away desk right here for my filming setup, and then literally right next to it, going in with this peachy tone now, literally right next to it I have my old desk that I used to film from with 2 computer monitors and my laptop and the like. So tucking this in underneath. So yeah, it's the space I was in before was a study space. It's our storage space as well, because it literally was the only storage we had in the house. We have a Euro laundry, we don't have a linen press in our house. It's not ideal. So it's a multi-purpose room. It now has, currently, because we're going to have my stepson and one of my stepsons and his girlfriend stay tonight. It has a queen size mattress set up in it. They only stay a few times a year, so, which is why I've ended up here. Now that he had moved out, there was no point in keeping a room that was only going to get used less than half a dozen times a year dedicated while I was in that pokey space. So just tickling that out. So we've literally just done a really light wash of, which I'm going back into, of that green, and then gone into that sort of peachy colour. Tickle that out. Now what will we do next? I think we're going to go into this red and use on the outer part of the eye today. Just tucking it in there. If you can hear a noise, I'm really sorry. I forgot to time this with the cycle of the washing machine, so you're welcome. How professional is that? Tapping into the other eye now. And doing the same there. Tuck that in. So this is quite red. A red leaning into a burgundy is always a really good shade to have. If you have not used a burgundy, you really should. And just building that up. It's not too deep, and you can deepen it with the brown to make it a little bit darker. And in fact, look, let's just go between those two and just give, I don't want too much. That brown is a cream to powder, but what it's done is it's just added that little bit of depth there. So I literally just chucked it at that outer corner so that we can buff it up and out so that it's not too intense. And there we go. Just going in with the peach now and just tucking that over the outer edge of that. You know the drill, we're going to go into this and then we'll go back into that mint green. Not that you can really see that much. And just tuck that on the outside. So I'm just getting that to just, like literally just be noticeable. Just a slight wash of green to it. And in fact, I'll get a smaller brush with that on it. To really bring that in a bit. So by using a fluffier brush before, that was diffusing the colour a bit more. This is a slightly smaller one and it adds a little bit more punch to the colour now. Just going in right on the edge now. Fine tickle. Same on this side. And pushing that colour up. I need to bring it up a bit. Okay, now on the outer corner of the eye, going into this deep bronzy shimmer and just tapping that. Just there. And on the top of the eye, let's have a look. So I was debating about going with a peach, but I think we'll do this for something different. It might be a mistake, but we can lighten up the inner corner Because what happens is, the reason I'm doing this with it, a lot of people will stick to one side or the other when using this palette, thinking that you cannot mix the two. And you absolutely can. You can do whatever you want, can't you? But should you, I guess, is more the question. Does it become an uncohesive look, or can you make a cohesive look from completely opposite colour stories, and one being cool toned and one side being warm, which is probably more the issue that people have concerns around, being a warm and a cool tone. Tapping back into that. That's a really nice, that's blended really nice there. So now in the inner corner, we really want to lighten up on the inner corner here. Let's have a look. That's a really unusual colour. That's probably too much. I mean, I don't think we have much choice but to go with what I have done. And this is a really interesting look. Is it going to be my favourite? No, it is not. But let's just have some fun. I could have made this, like I said, a lot more cohesive by, this is a duochrome. It's this shade here. So it's a really odd greeny gold to, it's not even a duochrome, it's a multichrome. At one side you can see like a rosy gold, then it becomes green. It's certainly different. You've just got to wipe that into that blend. Now, this is looking a little bit crazy, I know. You do just have to trust the process, because again, it's nothing that a good lashing of mascara won't fix. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Okay, so I'm having a bit of a rethink. That green's not really doing much up the top, so I'm going into the center shade on the bottom row just to blend it out. And then I'll use this green a little bit more strategically, I think. See, not everything works out perfect, but this intensity eye we will be fine with. So going into that mint green now, and just using on that inner corner, going over that duochrome, so it'll slightly shift this colour, but it'll lighten up the inner corner, which is what I wanted to do. And that's definitely the better option. Okay, so I've just tight lined my eyes in the Natasha Denona Macro Tech in the shade Willow, which is a deep green. Now let's go under the eyes. Can you guess where I'm going with this? Yes, I'm going into this cream to powder deep green. And I'm just going to line my eyes. Now that I've done my eyes, they are a bit intense. So this is where going into this green now, tapping it off and using that to blend out under the eye. So cleaning that brush off now that we've done that, so nothing left on there, and just working back and forth. So you have the depth from that initial line, but we've softened that up. That's a lot. even for me, that is a lot today. What I am going to go and do is do the rest of my face to add a bit more warmth and colour to it, so that I'm not looking so crazy about the eyes, and a stack loads of mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back with the finished look. See how the eyes don't look as crazy now with mascara on? What that does is sort of creates that veil across. Your eyes are your frames around your photos, around your wall art. So it's ended up really quite nice. If you are nervous about playing with those colours, this just gives you an idea of how you can mix warm and cool colours. I mean, you absolutely can stick to that side or stick to that side. Is it the best palette Natasha has? Absolutely not. Is it as bad as people said? No. That's it. What have we got happening tomorrow? Obviously, I've got washing happening today that I am going to leave you with the sound of. Yeah, that's actually ended up better than what I thought it was going to. So, don't know what we're going to have tomorrow. Until then, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends. Come along, hang out, subscribe. At the end of this month, I will be doing a sort of year in review, having a look back on the last 12 months, on some of the goals that I achieved and what I want to achieve in the coming 12 months. So stick around if you have been here for a while now. Thank you so much if you are new. Thank you so much if you have just stumbled across this. Subscribe. Until next time, my loves. Take care. Bye.